is my screen flow for Raw File of the Week 55 from froknowsphotoRaw55, and it's a photograph by Jared Polin of Avril Lavigne in all her hotness performing, and I'm going to warm it up a little bit. I'm not going to do a lot to this photo because I feel it's great already. It's harsh and high contrast and rock and roll, you know, very, very Avril Lavigne. Okay, so I do want to soften up not all of her hair, but just the flyaways that are on top. So let me see the burn. Let me see. I could zoom in, hit Command plus so I could zoom in over here. Okay, wait, I gotta start over. Went too far. Okay. I like the harsh light on her too, so I'm not gonna, you know, choose to fill any shadows in her eyes. I'm not gonna bring out her eyes. I'm not gonna make anything brighter or darker in the image. Just getting rid of these flyaways here. Okay, let's see. Let's back up here and see what we got. Yeah, okay. Let me just fix this up down here a little bit. Whoops. Edit, undo. Gotta love that. Okay. There. So that's just gonna give her a little bit of softness. But all this down below, I'm gonna keep straggly, scraggly, whatever, and I'm gonna warm it up. I warmed it up before, but then I went back. Okay. So that I brought the temp up to 4571. Gonna boost the clarity a little bit. And I wonder if I can, I don't know if I can do another masking and have it be different than the other one. I'm not that familiar with, oh, maybe there's an A brush and a B brush. I don't know. What I'm gonna try to do here is turn up the saturation and contrast in her hair to get more yellow. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I don't want to, the only thing I'm thinking about right now is how dark her hand is holding the microphone, and it is out of focus, and it should be because the focus is on her face and her mouth, her singing. But I think I want to dodge this just a little bit so I can see the edge of the microphone versus the hand a little bit better. So I'm going to bring it into Photoshop. Edit in Photoshop. This really doesn't need much post-processing at all. It's really a great photograph. I feel like the exposure is great already, that it's harsh and it should be harsh, and I don't want to crop it. The composition's awesome. I like the color in her boot and the color of the microphone. I don't want to turn it black and white. Let's see. So now I'm going to use the elliptical marquee tool and select her hand area, and then go to image adjustments, shadows and highlights, and already you know, the default is 50%, so it brings it back a little bit, and you could just slide this up and down to see how much it's doing. And it's making her hand a little grainy, but I like seeing the skin color of her hand better than that, which is how it was. So I think I'm gonna maybe go right there with it, and then let me see. And you know what, maybe I'll just noise reduce that area. Let me see. And this is a plugin that I purchased. And you can see it shows me the area I have selected, and I can reduce the noise. Let me see. Am I going the wrong way with my sliders? There we go. And that's not working out like I thought it would. So it's a preset I made. Let me see how that looks. And if I still don't like it, I'll just do a blur tool. Yeah, I still don't like it. So filter, blur, there we go. Just because I just don't want the digital noise there. Okay. Gonna select this area of her arm. I'm gonna select her. I said I wasn't going to change anything with the exposure, but I'm just going to turn the highlights down just to see what I get. I get a little more color in her face. Kind of turns it gray. If you go all the way up, you'll see what it's doing exactly. That's how it was. Another thing I could do is image adjustments, exposure, and move the gamma slider. Okay. I don't like what it did to her arm, that first thing I did. I don't like the gamma slider at all. A lot of this is, you know, trial and error. Just trying different things, seeing what the outcome is. So I'm going to go with the shadows and highlights and just turn down my highlights a little bit, or burn in the highlights a little bit, I guess it's doing. But not so much that it's going to turn that ugly brown black. I just I'm going to go right there with it. Okay, so you can see it right next to the original. I think it brought some of her skin tone back, so it's not so glaring white. And I think I'm going to keep it just like that. So I'm going to resize and sharpen it on the export of Lightroom. That's it.